So I've been a social worker for 18 years. I originally went to university straight from sixth form college and hadn't had any experience really with social workers before I started my career. I careers advisor, did some of the tools around different job options. At school I was quite empathetic and caring and compassionate, quite quiet, quite reserved, somebody who'd watch people, and they suggested social work and I researched a little bit more into it, and the more and more I read about it, the more that I thought I wanted to work in a role that was supporting other people. So what inspired me really was, as I was doing my degree and learning a little bit more about social work as I went, is just the broad depth of human nature you get to experience working in social work. You meet people at different points in their life, whether it's successfully moving on to their own home, or going through a court process, going through significant trauma. You get to hear so many different stories and be part of trying to improve that for people and working their way through it and navigating it. Some of the things I was most proud of as a social worker myself was when it's similar to what I've just said really, is where I've been able to strongly advocate for something for a child or a family. I've had families where we thought the only option was for a child to be removed from the parents, and we'd worked really hard to understand that family's story and what support they needed and why they might behave or act the way they do and what was missing, and get children back home. And the other side of it, I've had children who've been with foster carers for 10, 11 years and very much feel part of the family, and it's really proud to be able to see actually they'd had challenges along the way. They might have had night terrors, they might have had sleepless nights, they might have really struggled with knowing where their connection should be with their own family or with the foster care, and carers worked through it with them and been able to navigate that and help the child understand where they fit in their own story. And that's been really proud to be part of and to see. The things I'm most proud of is the children really. They feel like they're your children. I think that's how you should respond to everything. What would I do for my own children when you start working with the children who we're responsible for? So where I've had children who've maybe not been able to sit in the dining room in school and interact with other people, and they've actually been able to sit through a whole meal, or they've had an award for a piece they've done in English, or they've started a new hobby that they were just not confident to do and they've got an award for swimming. You get as proud as you do like your own children really, and they're the things that you don't forget. So if you are a social worker or you're interested in social work, have a look at TACT's website and think about TACT. We've got a really good wellbeing offer. There's a lot of support for development and a lot of advocacy outside of just the fostering network around how we can change the system really for children and families for the better.